Hello.
Hi.
What you doing here?
Staying at his intake.
Intake?
This. Sorry. Got nervous.
So, we're changing out this header. And you want to tell them why you don't like this thing?
Sounds like a Subaru, which is not the worst thing, but the worst thing is it hits the frame.
Yeah. Let's see if I can show that to you guys. Look at it. It's like basically touching the frame.
The thing is on it. Like,
It is on the frame.
so the whole car vibrates, and it's
What is it,
just,
at like 4,000 RPM or something? It just like vibrates the whole car. It's like,
I think it vibrates the whole car all the time.
it gives you a headache, right? So this is a CX Racing high-rise header.
So right here, they gave me a cracked manifold.
Yeah, split in half. What's up with that?
Junk. Or is it?
Psych.
I was kind of blown away by this.
Bam.
I wasn't. This is new to me, actually. It's weird that it's separate and it's not like cracked, right? Because you can see that it's just
Yeah, that's
not a machine surface.
that's how it's designed.
Yeah. So that's how it is. Well, you can see it's much smaller.
It's smaller and it's more normal looking. It's not high-rise.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's got these weird little springs that holds this on. I don't know, kind of a strange exhaust manifold, but
We'll see how it sounds.
Oh,
That's
damn it.
one thing. I wanted it to sound different, and I wanted to like not hit the car. Hit the body part.
yeah. And this is a Martelius part or something like
Yes.
that. There's an actual engraving on there.
Martelius, pretty well known for making exhaust stuff.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes. Well, there's only a few bolts holding the manifold on, but the problem is trying to get it off. You can see there's no room, so
There's a chance we'll have to like drop the engine
we're
down,
gonna have to like move the engine around, I guess.
or maybe it'll move around just enough. We'll just have to see.
Final bolts.
I think this is the last one. Actually, no. We still got to get the V band off.
It's Alan's dream to be working on a Corolla.
Yeah.
His own
Eh.
Corolla.
His own Corolla. Oh, jeez.
Oh damn. Yep, that's not gonna come out
Well,
easily.
of course it doesn't move.
That's all I can get it.
Did it even come out? It came off like a millimeter.
You can't even pull these studs out either. There's no tool thing on it.
You have to like rip it somehow.
Okay. You're gonna have to undo the motor mounts and then lift it, drop it, or something. I don't know.
If you lift it,
No,
then
there's no
what?
room to lift it.
No, you can't lift it.
This is
Man.
already like really close.
Is there room to even drop it? Then
Drop it.
Dropping is the only choice. Yeah.
Or actually, I think we can just
Can
like
you tilt it?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like we can jack up one side.
Okay. Let's try it.
Yeah, maybe take off this side and then jack it up. I don't know, man. Corolla's not supposed to be hard to work on. Okay, pull it out.
How?
Just pull it.
oh,
Oh, man.
up.
Is it stuck now?
There's a way.
Come on, wiggle.
Oh man. It's so close.
It's again stuck up.
It's touching like everything. You're lifting the whole car.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Oh, okay, stop there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now to put in our 2-cylinder header.
Here's one half.
That's
Oh, look
okay.
at that. So much easier. Oh no. Oh, it's hitting this. So we gotta trim out this corner right there.
Alright.
Wish you kind of shaped that.
So we have to trim a little bit off the header. Because we got this aftermarket block off thing.
Some kind of T3 part. Whatever that is.
So we have to clearance it out here.
Yeah.
And now it should fit super nicely.
Boom.
Next part.
Next part. How does this go? Like that. Oh dang.
Let's see.
Oh man, that's like really close to the oil filter.
Dang. New problems now. Solved one problem, as you can see. It clears the frame. Now there's a new problem. It doesn't clear the oil filter. In fact, it's like touching it. Another thing I gotta buy.
Oil filter relocation.
Well, I want to hear how it sounds, so I'm gonna start it anyways. But this is probably not gonna be good. All right, everything's good up here. You got the O2 sensor on right there.
Yes.
This thing's held together with the springs. Kind of a weird little setup. Where is it? There it is. And then it just goes into the stock setup for your exhaust. All right, let's see how it sounds. First start.
Go ahead. That sounds way different.
Ooh, look at the color of those headers now. Pretty nice. Now it sounds like a Corolla. Just waiting for the muffler to show up.
Yeah, it should be here tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow. So this is the temporary exhaust setup back here. This is kind of like thrown together.
Here, can I give it some reps?
Go ahead. Now it sounds like a Corolla. Those headers kind of made it sound like a Subaru. Like they look like they're equal length, but they made it a rumble. Weird.
I don't know.
Is it equal length or
No,
no?
I don't think they're equal.
Oh, this is like shorter here.
Because look, this one's way shorter.
Oh yeah.
And then this one is like super long.
Okay. Yeah, they're not equal length. Yeah. That explains it. And these are more equal length. Time for a test rip. So I found a solution to the oil filter problem. This guy right here. This is a little adapter to illuminate the spacer thing with the oil filter. You're supposed to delete this part, and then the oil filter will just go onto the block with that new adapter. This is right on the header. And this gets to like what, over 1,000 degrees? Yeah, not good. So these headers will make contact with the oil filter. Well, you will see it obviously from the beginning, but I ran it just to see how it was, and it came pretty close. So now I'm gonna remove these 3 nuts and bolts here. Maybe there's one more down there, and this should come off. Ta-da! This is no longer needed, I guess. So this little base plate also comes out. Yeah, there we go.
I'm not sure what this is for.
Yeah, it was just a big old spacer thing. Nothing runs to it.
So this thing goes from there.
Yeah, and then that goes on top of it.
I don't know.
It literally just looks like a spacer. Like no lines run through it.
Now we just got this little simple thing.
Yeah. Thread that in.
Threads in there. And then it's the oil filter seals right on the block.
Yep. Simple. Okay, so you can get this little, what do you call that? Union thing?
Oil filter union bolt.
Yeah. Through Battle Garage. And then you'll need a size 12 Allen key to thread it in. Okay, so the spacer has been deleted. oil filter straight to the block now, and that gives us plenty of clearance between oil filter and the header. It has finally arrived. Guess what this exhaust is? So yes, this is a Fujitsubo exhaust. This thing is top-notch quality. Pretty pricey. So from what I heard, it should be pretty quiet when you're cruising, and then it will make some noise when you get on it. So here's the old setup. Very small resonator. You see on the new one, nice big resonator. You should get rid of the rasp a lot, hopefully. And then there's this muffler might be even bigger than that one. So yes, so it should be pretty quiet. Here we go. The Fujitsubo exhaust is just about on from the cat back there. So you see it goes over the axle. And then nice clean polished tip. Much better than what I had on. Hopefully this straightens out a little bit. It's a little bit tilted. Still waiting on a test pipe to show up. When I replace this, you can see kind of leaks through these welds. It's like a custom homemade job. I guess they're just tilted like this. Everything's bolted on and you got all the hangers on. Okay, time for the first start.
I'm pretty sure it's because the crappy test pipe.
Test pipe?
Yes, because I had to twist that thing on there to get it to sit in.
Here's this huge exhaust leak in the front here. Listen to that. Huge exhaust leak. Alright, so fast forward another couple of days and test pipes here. This is from T3. This should solve the exhaust leak issue because the one on the car is a homemade job. Alright, so here's the old one off the car. You can see these welds are just boogered on. You can see this black residue coming out through the welds. This is even worse. Yeah, that's bad. I think they like clocked it wrong, so it makes the exhaust sit all weird. So you know, throw this on. Hopefully there's no more exhaust leaks and the exhaust will sit straight. Alright, the new test pipe is on. We got new hardware, new gaskets. Looks like it lines up a lot better. So let's see if it still leaks or not. Yeah, it's a lot quieter down here now. So looks like it's all sealed up. And the tip is a lot straighter. Or the muffler's a lot straighter now. Goddamn junk homemade test pipe. Okay, so it definitely sounds a lot better. It's funny because this car was like built already and I still had to like change things over. So just to recap what I did, this is the Martelius header, and then T3 test pipe into the Fujitsubo exhaust. And then for me, I had to delete the oil filter spacer, so the oil filter used to stick out here and touch the header. So we just deleted that, and then now it's all good. Sounds way better now. Got the old header sitting over here. So try to sell that to someone. Maybe someone likes that sound, but that's not for me. I think this sounds a lot better. So I'll probably do a separate video on how it sounds, like full revs and flybys and all that, because you know that's what people like to see. But for now, my first impressions are it sounds much better. Man, I can't believe someone put that crap on. You know, in my opinion, it was crap. And this test pipe, absolute junk. So it's like not that loud, but if you get on it, it'll be loud, which is, you know, kind of what I like. Anyways, that's it. More stuff to come on the Corolla.